Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. News. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First, on the local scene. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force is soliciting the help of the Vincentian public in locating businessman Joel Archibald in regards to numerous reports of fraudulent offenses where he is a suspect. Archibald, a resident of Peruvian Vale, is considered to be armed and dangerous and should be approached with caution. Archibald is described to be 5'6" in height, brown in complexion, brown eyes, stout built, with a narrow face and a large nose. Persons who can help with this investigation are encouraged to reach out to the police station or police officer you are most comfortable speaking with. All calls and information received will be treated confidentially. As the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines continue its efforts to relocate persons who were displaced in the aftermath of the 2021 volcanic eruptions, 21 houses are to be distributed in Orange Hill next week. On Wednesday, Deputy Prime Minister Montgomery Daniel announced that the houses will be handed over at a ceremony on September 26, 2023. According to the MP for North Windward, 68 houses in that constituency were completely destroyed during the April 2021 eruptions. So far, a total of 48 new houses have been rebuilt in the North Windward area with the help of non-profit organization Sri Sathya Sai Baba, who handed over 27 houses at a new settlement in Orange Hill on September 1st, 2022, and the Mystique Charitable Trust, aiding with 21 houses, which will occur next week. The minister stated that additional houses are also being constructed in Sandy and are nearing completion and should be ready for distribution by mid-October. The government is also assisting homeowners who suffered damage to property during the volcanic eruptions, work that will continue when another shipment of materials arrive from Jamaica. Still on the local scene, the 2023 edition of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Electricity Services, VINLEC, National Science and Technology Fair was launched on Tuesday, 19th September at the Central Leeward Secondary School. November 6th to 10th will see a one-week science and technology fair under the theme Imagination through the Ministry of Education. According to Education Officer for Science, Juanita Hunt King, the fair's objectives are to provide an opportunity for collaboration among students and teachers, to focus attention on future scientists and encourage them to consider other science-related careers in order to increase student interest and encourage them to become involved in science. The fair will also help to create an atmosphere of intellectual curiosity and improve the public's perception of science. The categories have been updated this year to fit the age groups and academic levels of all prospective participants, according to the president of the Science Teachers Association, in order to obtain the greatest quality entries and promote participation. Primary and secondary school students are the primary participants, but members of the general public are also encouraged to join. On the regional scene, Venezuela's encroachment on Guyana's sovereignty and territorial rights have been objected by the General Secretariat of the Organization of American States, OAS, who have called on Caracas to await the ruling by the International Court of Justice, ICJ, on the border. Statement from the General Secretariat noted that on September 21st, Venezuela's National Assembly unanimously agreed to call up national public consultation so that the people strengthen the defense and human rights of Venezuela over the territorial dispute with Guyana. The OAS said, "We condemn this improper use of a referendum because it is illegal according to the 1966 Geneva Agreement, and because similar misuses of this instrument have served as a pretext in the recent past to try to justify the worst actions between states, including the crime of aggression." Earlier this month, Guyana's President, Irfan Ali's administration, announced that it had received bids for 8 of the country's oil blocks, which are located offshore Guyana. But in a statement, Venezuela's government rejected the auction, saying the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela strongly rejects the illegal bidding for round for oil blocks currently carried out by the government of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana since it intends to have maritime areas pending delimitation between the two countries. The Minister of Foreign Trade and Business Development in Barbados, Sandra Husbands, has announced that a partnership which will lead to the expansion of the small business sector has been forged between Export Barbados and the Government of India. The Foreign Trade Minister at the time was speaking at the Church of Nazarene, Collymore Rock, as the Small Business Association, SBA, marked the start of Small Business Week. Husband said it was paramount that the island was not left behind in regards to global technological changes that were transforming the digital trading landscape and leading to the rise of Industry 4.0, which both threatened to accelerate progress for advanced economies and deepened inequities between those and the lesser developed ones. To this end, the Foreign Trade Minister pointed out several government initiatives, including the National Training Initiative and Give Back Program, the establishment of an International Food Science Center, the planned creation of a Life Sciences Park, and the Barbados National Standards Institute implementation of a front package label warning, to name a few. The minister said that the island had shown resilience to unfavorable global developments, including rising inflation rates worldwide and the ongoing Ukraine and Russian war, stating that this was not just a result of government intervention, but also the contributions of households and businesses pressing against the headwinds. On the international scene, Veronica Youngblood, a 38-year-old mother from Virginia, who sedated and fatally shot her daughters 5 years ago, was sentenced to 78 years in prison on Friday. Reports disclose that the former sex worker sedated her daughters, ages 15 and 5, using melatonin gummies in August 2018 before fatally shooting them in their bed. She was convicted of 2 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of felony firearm use in March. The 5-year-old daughter, Brooklyn Youngblood, died at the scene after being shot in the head, while 15-year-old Sharon Castro died in the hospital after receiving shots to her back and chest. The teen was able to call 911 after being shot to inform the dispatcher that her mom had pulled the trigger. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.